Hey, happy Oakville Friday to you. I'm out here with Perry Horse, and I read my journal this morning. I keep a 5-year journal, and I write things, just a few lines, and then so today I read 2 years ago, and 2 years ago I was trying to figure out how to use horses on the farm, on the ranch with cattle. And I mean, we had used them, and we had done things with horses, but it's more of a sport or a recreation than it was actual use to go out and try to get work done with them. And I was just having a lot of trouble trying to figure out, because we were so mechanized. I mean, we turned the key for everything. So we would have side by sides to get cattle in, or have them follow a feed truck or something like that, and then sort on foot. And so my farmhand that helps me has horses. He really likes to ride as well as I do. And so we decided, and I had this horse at that point, we decided that we would wean with horses. So we were sorting the gates and everything, doing all the work on horseback. So opening the gates, closing gates, and then having a horse maybe in the gate or in part of a crowd to sort from a group. So, I think at that point, if I remember right, 80 to 90 cows with calves. So you got 160, 180 head in there, and two of us sorting. And gosh, it just went so well. I mean, I'm like, I couldn't believe how good it was, and how good I felt at the end of the day, instead of being just so wrung out from all those steps, that you have to do when you're doing it on foot, and how much easier the cattle handled. I mean, they really not only respected the horses, but uh, they they were a lot calmer, which is a big part of weaning successfully, because you're separating that baby from its mama. I say baby, I mean they're plenty old enough to be separated from their mama's milk, but that's a stressful time. And if you add stress to your weaning pen, to your sorting pen, you're really setting yourself up for a little bit of problems down the road. So it really helped with that too. But my point is, I I didn't know if I didn't really know how to do it. I didn't know how to implement the horses and to take over that part of the operation, having never done it before. So I reached out, got some help. I went to a couple clinics where people talked about raising horse or raising cattle with horses and using them on the ranch as part of their job. And it really, opened my eyes to some things. And on the clinics, I could go and, I could try it and do something with a cow or a calf, and they say, well, try this, try this, try this, and give me input. And so it made it so much easier. I had an idea of what to do whenever I got back here. So anyway, all that to say, if you're thinking about something, and you're like, maybe you don't know too much about it, or like me, you were, recreational wise on horses, I felt pretty comfortable. I've ridden all over the country, but using them to turn a cow and do it calmly, do it on a way where you know it's not stressing the cattle, and it's not stressing the horse, and it's not stressing me. That was something that I hadn't got into too much. Here's Ruby. She decided to come over and join us. But having them to mentor me and show me and help me out with that, it just made it so much easier. And so if you're facing something that maybe you haven't done before, you're not really sure how to do it, or you kind of think you'd like to get into it, man, I would really encourage you to do that. Find someone who has experienced that, or experiences on a regular basis, and have them show you the ropes, give you some pointers, show you how to do it. And what's the best practice, what's the best use of your time, all those different things like that, because it really impacts how you're gonna if you're gonna succeed or not at this. If you're just trying to do it on your own, you know you you may be reinventing the wheel. They probably have years and years of experience from the people that I went to, and they got this thing down to a fine art. I'm not that far along yet, but they gave me enough pointers that I can do it, and I feel really comfortable doing it now. The thing about looking back 2 years ago is I can't hardly believe now that I ever thought about not using the horses on the ranch. It's like it's the other way now. So anyway, I just wanted to come by and wish you guys a happy Oakville Friday. Barry's back in the picture. Hope you all have a great weekend, and we will catch you down the road.